Welcome back, Friday Lunchtime Live here on Bay TV Swansea. Recently, I made my first visit to Ysgol Bay Baglan, the new super comprehensive school there in Talbot, and what a school it is, magnificent. I was invited to say a few words at a launch of a film that will soon be produced by Firehorse Productions called B is for Bully, the second film that the company has made with professional actors and young people from Talbot schools on the subject of bullying. Denise Francis is the company's artistic director. Joins me now. You're not just a film company, you're a live schools theatre company, aren't you?
We are. We produce educational theatre and film, yes.
Which do you enjoy the most?
They both bring different challenges, I'd say. I love the interaction of the children with our live theatre shows, trying to capture the interest of 250 children from 4 strangers walking in. So it's the rapport you can build within an assembly room. But with the film, our professional actors worked alongside Year 10 and 11 from our last secondary school, Dufferin Comprehensive. And what I found so rewarding was the professionalism of the Year 10 and 11 drama class. They were absolutely amazing and faultless for the whole of the project.
I saw a little bits of the film on the day. It was terrific.
Oh, thank you.
You've got to have a heart for that, you know. Making films for schools, it's not like making a commercial film that's going to make a little change in your life financially.
Yes.
You have to have a passion. And bullying, you know, no school likes to admit that there's bullying in the school. And some of them hold their hands up and say, yes, it is here. But sometimes through a film, when a bully is confronted with what he does or what she does, then it does make a change in their lives. Yes,
definitely. I don't think there is a school in Britain that doesn't have bullying. I think bullying is unfortunately within our society, and I do admire the schools who invite us in because they acknowledge, but like, prevention is better than cure, and just because we go into with a live theatre show about bullying, it doesn't mean there's a severe problem there. Is the schools are being proactive. And there's also, when I approached Dufferin Comprehensive, where we filmed our first film, My Life as a Bully, I admired them for actually inviting us in and letting us work with the pupils, and that the children tackled the problem. And I know the children felt really inspired that their work could help other children all across the UK.
Hi, this TV studio is on the site of my old school.
Oh, really?
And bullying in my day, I came to Deneva. Bullying was, you know, somebody would throw a punch at you, or someone would call you a name or something like that. There would never be any nastiness, you know. But today, there's no escaping, is it? They go home, the bullying comes by email, it comes by text. There's no escaping it.
No, that's right. That's how our next film is tackling cyberbullying, because that's where there is no escape. Bullying now isn't stopping at the school gates. People can just be inundated with hateful messages. So that's why, like, our next film, B is for Bully, is tackling cyberbullying.
So you're using Ysgol Bay Baglan youngsters this time?
We are, yes. We needed a new location for the film to look different to My Life as a Bully, and Ysgol Bay Baglan are really excited to be involved in the film, but also because Dufferin Comprehensive were so positive, all the children who were in the film there are also joining us. So yes,
It was a great project, and there was a fair reward. They went all the way up to London, didn't they?
They did. Well, our MP is Stephen Kinnock, and he has been very supportive of our project. And when he saw the film, he offered us to screen the film in the Houses of Parliament. So last July, we hired Rhys bus company. They helped us get a bus together, and we all clambered on board and drove up the M4. And the film was screened in the Houses of Parliament. It was, I think, a marvellous day. And Stephen Kinnock's parents, Lord Kinnock and Lady
I've heard of them.
Yes, they came and watched the film because they both got a background in education, and I think they were very very impressed with what we'd achieved. And we had the Anti-Bullying Alliance. They came along. They're the largest national anti-bullying charity in Britain. They came along. And also the Diana Award, a representative of them, they came along and saw the film as well.
So how does this work? You have a team of professional actors who obviously have to learn scripts in advance. Is it well scripted, or is it something that you work out in rehearsals? Or
it is scripted, but there is an element of improvisation in the filming. But we've taken in our live theatre, our live drama, we always address the audience. We acknowledge they're an audience, and we discuss what's happening with them. So that when we decided to tackle film, I thought, well, how can I get the same effect in film? So that's why we've taken the mockumentary approach. So the children and the actors are actually talking directly to the viewer, and it's a bit like a Shakespearean aside. I think the message is getting right down the camera. Yeah.
Financially, how do you manage? I should imagine there are one or two grants.
No, we haven't.
Such a project.
We haven't had any support for our work. I'm afraid. We financed My Life as a Bully ourselves through an overdraft, and we sell the film directly to schools, and we've recouped 25% back. But we have just started a crowdfunding campaign, because all our work is completely non-profit making. Myself and my sister Christine, who I run the company with, we take no fee for our film work. We just do it for the cause, and also to give the young people of South Wales an opportunity to work on the film set.
Is that because bullying means something to you?
It does. It is. I mean, I am an idealist. I know that when it comes to education, but I do realise the power of film and of drama. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I wasn't bullied by my peers when I was in school, but I did experience bullying, and I was bullied by a teacher. And I have experienced that gut-wrenching feeling of dreading going into schools. I mean, I was in school in the 70s. Although I was bullied in year 6 of primary school, I didn't realise I was being bullied. But now, of course, dealing with the issue, I now know that bullying is an imbalance of power. And I mean, when I was in school, I was excruciatingly shy. I had a very grounded family, in a very secure unit. I was, I wouldn't say boo to a goose, but now as I know that bullying is an imbalance of power, who did the teacher pick on and make a life of misery? It was the very polite, quiet child, and that is my drive. I don't want anyone to experience that.
See, I'm going back less than 2 years ago. I was in a situation where I was in a room and a guy was having a conversation with me, and it turned into a real exercise of bullying. I did feel bullied. And there were two other grown-up men there, and they turned and said, "Oh, I don't think we should be in the room at this point." And they walked out and left me there. And my natural instinct was that I don't throw a punch at this guy, but you don't behave like that.
No, you don't.
But, so it's not just something that affects children; it affects adults. Bullying is very prevalent in society.
It does.
And I'm a little stunned that we don't fund projects that are combating it amongst youngsters.
I know it is. As I said, I think it's really down to individual practitioners who have the passion for it, to provide the resources. As I'm a member of the Anti-Bullying Alliance, and we were invited to a function in the House of Lords on Wednesday, and every representative from a charity I was speaking to was saying, "We have no resources, we need your film." And the chair of the Anti-Bullying Alliance, I went to their members meeting for the first time a couple of months ago, and she when I walked in, she did say, "Well, when I met you, Denise, a couple of months ago, I found you inspirational because you spoke from the heart." And I think that's what drives when I've seen my overdraft go up a little bit. That's okay.
How can we help the kids? If there's a crowdfunding page?
Yeah, we're on a site called Indiegogo, and you can go to the Indiegogo site and look at B is for Bully. I said £5 or £10 if it'll just help us get the film into production. Fantastic. And I said I want South Wales to become a hub for producing innovative films for young people.
Well, more power to your elbow. Give our very best to the youngsters. You film in April of next year during Easter holidays. Yeah. Kids give up their Easter holidays to do the project.
They do.
And they're usually year 10 kids or something like that.
Year 10 and 11, that's right. Yeah.
So instead of studying for their GCSEs, they're working on this film project. So well done to them.
So thank you. Yeah.
It's great to have you on the programme today. And it's a very, very important thing. You get in touch with them. And if you can help them out, then please do so. We wish you all the very best. Coming back very shortly, we're going to have a little bit of music. We always like to finish the show with some music. We've got a very, very fine young man to introduce to you very shortly here on Friday Lunchtime Live. I'll sort my sock out now as well. Welcome back. Last part of the show on this Friday lunchtime here on Bay TV Swansea. We've got some music. We always like to finish with music from local artists. We love to encourage local musicians, good local musicians. Get them in and enjoy their music. Today, we've got some music from a young musician. Well, youngish. Rhys Thomas John, who's a Morriston boy. He's got a song for us.
Don't matter anymore. We read your suggestions and we showed you to the door. We feel aggrieved, we shouldn't be surprised. We've all got mouths to feed. Turn it up, there's a way to let them know that it's all a game. Laugh it up because you swallowed everything they've got for sale. And when the walls come down, be there, slinging shadows in the rain. Shall you see, lit up clean in the bathroom mirror? We've all got questions for you. You're feeling like someone should step in, yeah. So here's your service with a grin. Turn it up, there's a way to let them know. You know it's all a game. Laugh it up because you swallowed everything they've got for sale. And when the walls come down, be there, slinging shadows in the rain. Turn it up as a way to let them know that it's all a game. Laugh it up because you swallowed everything they've got for sale. When the walls come down, be there, singing shadows in. Be there, singing shadows in. Shadows in, slinging shadows in. Turn it up as a way to let them know that it's all a game. Laugh it up because you swallowed everything they've got for sale. And when the walls come down, be there, slinging shadows in the rain. Up and away to let them know that it's all a game. Laugh it up because you swallowed everything they've got for sale. And when the walls come down, be there, slinging shadows in the rain.
Thomas John. John. Come over here. Rhys Thomas John. I feel like using your middle name as well, that you're in trouble, that you've done something you shouldn't have done.
It does feel like you're very angry at me. Just Rhys John will do if you like, but...
Rhys
yeah, people... It's my name on Facebook, so people do tend to say Rhys Thomas John, even though...
That's your song.
Yeah, I wrote it with my band Big Feet, and it's a work in progress. It's not recorded yet. Yeah. We've played it a couple of times live, so we'll be giving that a good run out later this month now.
You said a lovely thing. I asked you about the meaning of the song. There's no broken relationships in there, which is wonderful. And there's a little bit of a political thing in the song there, but you say you don't do politics as a performer because you don't think people should come into a gig where they want to relax, they want to enjoy, they want to have a drink and enjoy music. They shouldn't necessarily be subjected to people's political views.
Certainly, I think there's a place for political songwriting. Being a fan of Bob Dylan and the folk songwriters of the 60s and 70s, then I think it would be remiss of me to say that I didn't think there was a place for politics in songwriting. But there is some conflict there, because I think if you're putting on a gig for people, like we often do, Big Feet put on gigs sort of across South Wales, and now end of this month we'll be making the step across the bridge and into England. I like to think that everybody's welcome, no matter what their views are and all that kind of stuff. We're there to have a good time together. Yeah. And we should put all the stuff that divides us, we put that aside and get together in a room and play some music and have a great time. Yeah.
It's been great to have you on the programme today. We've got another song coming up. Tell us what you're going to play us out with.
I'm going to be playing you out with a Grateful Dead song from 1970 from the album American Beauty.
Wow.
And the song is Friend of the Devil.
Brilliant stuff. Well, we'll let you go get over there to get set up.
Thanks for having me.
That's almost all we've got time for. I'll be back at the same time on Monday of next week. Meanwhile, enjoy your weekend. Good luck to the Swans. Good luck Wales as well. Let's have some more music from Rhys Thomas John, a little Grateful Dead. My goodness.
I lit out from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. I set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, babe, he loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. I set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill and he vanished in the air. Set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne-Marie, and she's my heart's delight. The second one is prison, baby, sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Got a wife in Chino, baby, one in Cherokee. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. I set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. got two reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Anne Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison baby, sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail.